how can we plan to make management decisions upon times of crisis or even when times of crisis hit?
Now, so many unexpected things for our management team. Weekly, we are discussing about, we are putting so many kind of hypotheses on the precisely what comes next. But of course, then we are doing a retrospective, daily, weekly, monthly. Once something changes, we need to change the hypothesis and the precisely again. So this kind of learning cycle, we are doing quickly. Once we do that kind of cycle every day, every week, every month, it's easier to realize what is comes next. Then we can do the proper management decisions, I think. So it's not easy thing, but otherwise management cannot do any good guidance to the employees and to the world.
Obviously, planning is almost impossible. However, you always try to anticipate as much as you can, to build scenarios and action plans for each of them. I think that what's important as well is to train the management team to react to crisis and to learn how different people will react in a crisis environment. Obviously, by definition, crisis has some kind of a sense of urgency. But I think that when it comes, it's important to take the time to collect as much information as you can, consider alternatives, and ultimately, which is what's expected from the leaders, to make a decision. It's not necessarily going to be based on right or wrong, but much more on worse or better. And once that decision is made, I guess our duty is to execute and as mentioned by Suguru, to adapt to the moving environment.
I think you can do risk management, which is something in a foreseeable environment, or you can build scenarios. The problem is what happens in case of black swan catastrophe, right? Like, it's something which is totally out of the expectations of anyone, or the World Trade Center, for example. So there is no planning against this. The only thing you can do is first, I believe, is redundancy. Having systems which are redundant, so that if something happens as part of the business, you can develop. You're having also autonomy as much as possible with the systems and with people. The ability to move and make decisions. So that means bringing responsibility also to the people, having them understand also what is key for your organization, your goal, what you try to achieve. So that if something really, that black swan comes up, you don't get everybody paralyzed at the same time. And in that sense, the traditional very pyramidal organization, I think is still important on a day-to-day basis, but you need to build also rather independence or autonomy at the levels below, so that people can be able to make good decisions in time where maybe leadership, is not available, has been wiped out, or cannot be communicated. So that is really my takeaway